Howdy y'all, Stock Warden here, back with another video. And today we're looking back at Sun Hydrogen again because CEO Tim Young has issued out a shareholder letter addressing main key questions and updates on the Austin pilot findings, manufacturing strategy, and as well as the company's dual track technology roadmap. So we'll just go ahead and get straight into the shareholder letter and be able to learn a lot more of what is to come. So as it stands right now, Sun Hydrogen is the developer of a breakthrough technology that produces renewable hydrogen using only sunlight and water. Today issued the following letter to its shareholders. This letter is to answer the questions you have been asking, and you deserve a clear picture of where we are, what we are working through, and why we believe the work being done right now is the right work. First, I want to say that I am genuinely proud of our team and grateful for the dedication of our partners. Based on published data, Sun Hydrogen has achieved higher solar to hydrogen efficiency than any other entity working on direct solar to hydrogen conversion, using materials and processes that can produce economical, renewable hydrogen. That is not a small thing, and it is the foundation everything else is being built on. Sun Hydrogen's plan consists of 3 phases. First, validate the multi-panel outdoor operation and identify real-world performance data. Second, convert those learnings into a controlled manufacturing workflow and demonstrate repeatability in a 100 square meter pilot, preferably at a customer site. Third, use a validated platform and process to secure early deployments and offtake agreements, then scale from there. Phase 1 is progressing and giving us the answers we need. So as you are aware, we chose the Hydrogen Proto Hub at UT Austin's J.J. Pickle Research Campus as the site for first multi-panel outdoor deployment. This was not a casual decision. The Proto Hub is co-managed by GTI Energy and UT Austin's Center for Electromechanics, and it recently received the 2026 Robert Zalosh Hydrogen Safety Excellence Award from the Center of Hydrogen Safety. We wanted our technology validated in the most credible environment possible with partners who bring decades of hydrogen safety and system expertise. So GTI Energy provides safety review and on-site system integration support for our installation, and also their involvement reflects the seriousness which we are approaching in this demonstration. The January 2026 update confirmed that all 4 initial panels generated hydrogen under the Austin sunlight, and that our system efficiency remains the highest achieved using commercially manufactured solar materials in an integrated outdoor system. It also confirmed that performance did not meet targets previously achieved in Iowa and validated by Honda's research and development team. And that is the variation was traced to a specific substrate manufacturing process. More specifically, the findings showed a voltage decrease in the solar substrates that impacted performance and a coating degradation that allowed water to penetrate the semiconductor layer. We've been working with our manufacturer partner CTF Solar in Germany to address the voltage issue. And we worked with our coating material supplier to address the protection of the semiconductor. We have validated our improvements at lab scale in Iowa and I am glad to report that we have now prepared commercial scale reactors which we will deploy back in Austin next month. We have high confidence in the corrective measures taken, so we know this has taken longer than any of us wanted. Thank you for your patience while we worked through these adjustments. A full performance data set covering output, efficiency, durability, and consistency will be released once the corrected panels have completed sufficient runtime to produce a meaningful and representative state of results. We will not release partial data that could be misread as the full picture. So the milestone that matters is stable, repeatable outdoor performance. We are focused on reaching it before moving to the next deployment. Simultaneously, while learning from the Austin pilot, we are working with partners to produce all components at scale and optimizing those components to match our performance targets. Our vision is for everything to come together at a central assembly facility located close to a PV manufacturer, with key components sourced from multiple specialized suppliers. This approach is a deliberate and it protects our intellectual property, optimizes logistics, and enables scalable production, such as the model Apple Incorporated uses with the iPhone. No single supplier has the full picture, and that is by design. The up to 1,000 module production run with CTF Solar is designed to establish statistical confidence in yield, efficiency, and repeatability while locking down a controlled, scalable manufacturing workflow. One optimized panel is not enough. You need to know that the 500th panel performs just like the first one. In parallel, we are actively bringing in catalyst and coating partners to industrialize the remaining critical layers, ensuring that performance and durability of the entire reactor are maintained under real operating conditions and at manufacturing scale. The data generated will define a stable product configuration, support pilot deployments with consistent hardware, and move customer and offtake discussions forward from a position of demonstrated repeatability rather than projections. As manufacturing repeatability is demonstrated and field performance strengthens, we will expand into broader partner-led pilot deployments and formalize early commercial agreements. So securing an initial customer is a near-term commercial objective, and early conversations are already underway. A new timeline will be published once the Austin results are validated, and we are closer than we have ever been, and we want the data to speak for itself. Our system is designated to address the core cost drivers in hydrogen production. No separate electrolyzer, no power electronics, and hydrogen produced directly at the point of use. So everything we do, from panel architecture to manufacturing strategy, is done with economics in mind. Our goal is to compete with fossil fuel-based hydrogen on cost, and we stress test that assumption at every stage. To that end, we have worked throughout our development process with Strategic Analysis Incorporated, which is a firm that serves as a primary contractor to the U.S. Department of Energy for hydrogen techno-economic analysis, to ensure our design decisions are grounded in real-world economic viability. Honda's research and development company remains an active collaborator, so the initial joint development agreement signed in July of 2024 has completed its first phase, and renewal documents are currently working through the legal process. We continue to work together throughout this transition, so Honda independently validated our 10.8% solar to hydrogen efficiency at their research and development facility in Japan, which remains the performance benchmark the Austin program is working towards. Their manufacturing discipline and engineering depth are a valuable complement to our team, and we expect to formalize the next phase of the relationship shortly. Access to capital is what allows us to see this through. Our cash position remains strong, supported by conservative short-term investments that contribute to our overall liquidity. We also pursue non-dilutive funding where government grants programs align with our technical roadmap. Dilution risk still remains real, and we want shareholders to factor that into their view. Reaching full commercial scale will require future financing. That is not changed, and we will not pretend otherwise. Our current cash position allows us to pursue both our PV-based panel program and our nanoparticle-based green hydrogen technology simultaneously. The data we are gathering in Austin is directly informing the development of our next generation panel, so our work with Kotech in Korea continues in parallel, and we believe this technology pathway shows promise of even greater performance and lower cost per kilogram of hydrogen. Our strong cash position gives us the runway to pursue both tracks simultaneously. In addition, we are in collaboration discussions with Spark Hydrogen in Australia, whose solar concentration technology shows potential to complement both our commercial PV-based pathway and our nanoparticle research, opening commercially viable options across both tracks. We know that patience in a long development cycle is not easy, particularly when milestones move. We do not take that lightly, but what we can commit to is transparency about where we are, honesty about what we do not yet know, and discipline about not setting expectations we cannot meet. The work being done right now, including addressing the commercial scale pilot findings, locking down the process with CTF Solar and other partners, and returning to Australia with corrected reactors is exactly what needs to happen to build a company that delivers on its technology. We are also building the team to match our ambitions. Our recent announcement in Japan and the addition of members in Europe reflect our commitment to establishing a global presence in the markets where hydrogen adoption is moving fast. We are building something the world has never seen before: clean, economical hydrogen produced directly from sunlight and water, with no reliance on fossil fuels and no need for the infrastructure that ties the world to regions of conflict. At a time when energy security has never been more urgent, our work matters well beyond the balance sheet. Thank you for having the patience to be a part of something bigger than any of us. Sincerely, Tim Young, CEO of Sun Hydrogen Incorporated. So, with all of that being said, that is the full shareholder statement that Tim Young has put out. I'm sorry, I know it is a little bit of a long-winded one, but that is everything in a nutshell, and there's really not a whole lot more to speak of on Sun Hydrogen, because that touched every single aspect of the company, of where it has been, where it is, where it's going, and where it's planning on heading, along with admitting to some of the small hiccups that have came in along the way, and they even admitted to that as well. So honestly, the integrity behind this company is something that I have never seen before, with a CEO that has a backbone probably stronger than Atlas himself. So it is definitely something that is amazing to see, this company being able to move forward the way that they have been over the course of the past few years, even though the stock really has kind of been roughly the same price over the past few years. It's just due to them still being within their research and development. But now, as they are growing ever so much closer to commercialization, there's no telling where this stock and this company can go. So, but also, if you look into some of the far front stacks that they have for hydrogen production, uh, Goldman and Sachs estimates that renewable hydrogen is going to be an estimated $1 trillion per year by 2050, stating that hydrogen is going to be the next big boom past this LNG boom that we are currently in right now. So it's going to be something amazing to see just how far Sun Hydrogen can go, especially with them being in the top of their class, doing everything that they're doing with this all green renewable hydrogen source. So that is all I have on Sun Hydrogen right now for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all were able to catch a lot more information on what is going on and where they're going. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. So this is the Stock Warden riding off. Y'all come back now, you hear?